Hello and welcome to this special India Today magazine interview with Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. He is Assam's Finance, Education, Health and PWD Minister, and he is also the convener of NEDA, Northeast Democratic Alliance, an umbrella organization of all non-Congress parties in Northeast, headed by BJP. But more importantly, he is BJP's chief strategist, election strategist in Assam, and Assam is going to polls, and he is here with us to answer many questions that many in India are willing to ask. Dr. Sarma, you are very good in poll prediction. You have always predicted correctly, like many psephologists. So, what is your prediction this time?
In the first phase, BJP should get anywhere between 37 to 40 out of 47. In today, we have just finished the second phase of election. We should get somewhere between 25 to 27. Regarding third phase, it is difficult to predict because campaign has just started for the third phase, and we need to wait and watch for another 2 to 3 days.
But overall, if I ask you in 126, how many do you expect overall?
BJP last time won 84 seats.
Not BJP plus.
When we said BJP in Assam, it is BJP plus, and I think that BJP will increase its tally by 4 or 5 seats.
Where does that leave Congress? Because Congress is very upbeat and they are saying that they will win at least 25 seats in Upper Assam of 47 seats.
Look, first of all, this is impossible, and because second and third phase is there, so a political party has to claim that yes, we have won in the first phase. But when Congress said we are winning by 25 seats, then it has to be a massive wave for change, and none of us has seen that. None of us has seen even a Congress meeting which was attended by more than 10,000 people at any given date. So, if a silent wave has swept across Upper Assam and nobody else knows about that, so I don't know, but I think that it is impossible to Congress to even touch double digit in the first phase.
And overall?
In this election, my own hunch, later on we will analyze, Congress has lost many seats because of its alliance with Ajmal. They initially thought that those seats will be counterbalanced by their gain in the Muslim dominated seats. But in those seats, Ajmal has contested against Congress in a friendly manner. So I think in totality, Congress has lost the plot in both Hindu majority and in Muslim majority. So it will be difficult for Congress to repeat their last year performance, but AIDF will be benefited by 4 or 5 seats. Maybe they can be number second or close number second.
Are you saying Congress would not get even 26 seats as they got last time?
26 seats is simply impossible. Not possible, because they have themselves left their A plus seat in favor of AIDF, or they have contested against AIDF in their A plus seat in a friendly fashion. So Congress has lost the plot both ways.
You have taken Ajmal's name. I'll come to Ajmal, but before that, today I traveled with you whole day and I saw at least 4 rallies of yours. And everywhere what you mentioned, means I don't know whether it has been highlighted or not, I saw that you have made promises which can be considered as doles. You have said 3,000 rupees to housewives. You have said scooties that you have already given to the college girls. To boys you are giving, you have promised them motorbikes. Then you have also said that you will pay rupees 100 for fuel. Then you are saying that you will waive off rupees 12,000 crore loans from Bandhan Bank across Assam for all the women who have taken Bandhan Bank loans. These are huge amounts. First is, where will you get the money from? And in a state like Assam, which is poor, where it's very difficult to give salaries regularly. Where are you managing that money?
First of all, we are giving salary regularly. Even during the COVID time, Assam is one state who has paid salary in the first of every month. Assam economy has improved over the years, and our cash position is actually far above than many average Indian state. Number two, all these promises are part of our election manifesto. It is not that Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying something. Number three, all these promises are basically aimed at three pillars: women empowerment, health and education. And we believe in investing there, because we think that if you can ensure 100% gross enrollment ratio in a college, particularly for women, particularly for girls, that will create employment, they will create opportunity for women, and that will also act as a balance kind of act when it comes to the management of population, which are very vital to Assam future. So, whole aim of the BJP government is to bring girls belongs to Hindu Muslim community to the education system, to the educational network. So, all my announcement is towards that goal.
But you still can't promise 5 lakh jobs. You are promising 2 lakh jobs
No,
as Congress has promised.
because you see, in a state like Assam, 5 lakh job is impossible, because our sanction vacancy is 4 lakhs. I mean, total our strength is 4 lakhs. As of now, 3 lakhs 20,000 people are on roll. So 80,000 we have legitimate vacancies when we are talking. I said that I am going to give 1 lakh job by 31st March next year. That means another 20,000 people will retire. So I have just in a way said that I am going to fill up all the vacancies, because we cannot create any more jobs. Our economy will not support that. So what I have promised is, I have branded it in a manner that government is going to give 1 lakh job, but basically we have 80,000 vacancies.
The other part of your rallies, when you made those speeches, it was all Ajmal. You have projected Ajmal as the biggest threat of Assam. And if he is a parliamentarian, he is a bona fide Assamese. He claims himself to be first Assamese than any other identity he has. In that case, if he is a threat, why is he a threat? And if he is a threat, why are you not arresting him? Your chief minister has said he is anti-Indian. He is an enemy of the country.
First of all, I will not say that Badruddin Ajmal is an enemy of the country or he is not Indian citizen. When he is a member of parliament, that means he has to be citizen of India. Issue is not legal, issue is cultural. Assamese community per se do not accept Badruddin Ajmal as a Assamese culturally.
But he claims he is Assamese.
He can claim, because I can also claim that I am a Gujarati. But for that I have to speak Gujarati. At least I have to name 10 people out of history who are proud Gujaratis. I have to talk about Vallabhbhai Patel, I have to take Gandhiji, I have to take Morarji Desai. You ask Ajmal, ask about 10 heroes of Assam history, he will not able to tell. So claiming is a different thing and practicing Assamese is a different thing. So he is not a practicing Assamese. His culture, his language, we do not speak that. His language, his culture, his ethos are alien to us. So legally he is an Indian, and I will not say that he is a threat to the country, but definitely I will say that he and his communities, a particular group of people, are definitely threat to the Assam's culture and identity.
Mia community, you mean to say?
Yes, they themselves claim that they are Mia. All Muslims are not Mia, but all Mias are Muslims. So that difference you have to maintain.
He also alleged that you have been lying about him. For instance, you were saying that he asked women to give birth to at least 10 children, and he is not promoting madrasa education. He says he doesn't own a madrasa.
I do not know who has told this. Release after release, he is saying that the first cabinet will take a decision to open the madrasa education. He is saying all along, his election manifesto he has mentioned about that. And in the all televised and recorded speech he said that because of the poverty, Muslim has to produce more and more children to overcome the poverty. So these are his.
But he denies that.
I don't think that he has denied that.
He has denied that on record to India Today magazine.
He must have told you something, or must be he is saying for an immediate reason. But these are his own professed line over the last decades, because Ajmal is not what that he is a creation of 2021. Since 2006 he is saying this in n number of times. So I can give you at least 15 videos where he said that Muslims should not practice family plannings.
It's also said that you are hyping up Ajmal or the Mia community to polarize the election. Now I have two questions. Are you polarizing the election? And second question is, do you think this Mia community in any way threat to the Assamese culture or Assam's integrity?
First of all, I do not know what means by polarization. First of all, I am against the Mias. So now if
many will interpret this that you are against Muslims.
That is up to them. All Muslims are voting me. In my constituency, I will get Muslim vote up to 90%. So many and Muslims, there is a different thing. So today also you name me any constituency, I will contest and hopefully I will win.
From any constituency?
From any constituency in Assam dominated by Muslim. That is not a issue. Issue is very, very clear that right from 1935, right from the days of Lokpriya Gopinath Bodoland, these were on identity, that yes, these people are threat to Assam's identity.
These people means?
These people mean the migrated Muslim community. They are threat to Assam's identity. That was enunciated by Congress party in 1935 when they fought against Muslim League. And eventually Congress lost, Muslim League formed government in Assam. Right from that day till 1972, till the arrival of Indira Gandhi, Congress party resolutions after resolution says that Assam identity is paramount and Assamese people has to fight against the migrated Muslim community or the immigrant Muslim community. During the Assam agitation also, there was a huge conflict between the United Democratic Front led by Ghulam Usmani and the Assamese people on the other hand. Now today the same fight is being fought between the BJP and Ajmal. Ajmal is today, suppose he is 76. He may not be there after 10 years, 15 years. But Assamese will continue to fight this battle. Whether there will be new Himanta, there will be new Ajmal, but like Israel and Palestine. So this battle will be fought and will continue to be fought. Whatever you say or somebody describe that as polarization, non-polarization, but we have to fight and we have to create our living space by fighting.
Correct me if I haven't understood properly. You are against immigrant Muslims, not the Muslims.
Look,
many
things you have to understand our pain. It is very difficult to say in an election point where lot of legal implications comes in. But sufficient to say that we have lost 12 districts. Today in 12 districts, to the immigrant influx, we are minority. Now legally, because of 1971 cut-off, legally many people has become Indian. Constitutionally they are Indian. But from a civilizational point of view, they are not Assamese, and we are losing identity. In Assam, if you look at the criminal, the number of criminal cases, number of crime against women, encroachment of satras, encroachment of monastery, killing of rhino, people involved in it, you will see a two distinct community. I will not blame all Muslims, because in Assam also there is a large Muslim community who have assimilated with our society. But there are people, there are two distinct communities. Now, informally, when I put off my lapel, I can identify it. But in a legal context, when election commission is looking at us, so I'll just only say that these are pain of average Assamese. You go and interview any people in Borpeta, any people in Dhubri, any people in Nagaon, any people in Morigaon, they will explain that look, this was our village, today we cannot go there.
As you talked about pain, there is also a pain among a section of the people who are opposed to Citizenship Amendment Act, because as you have rightly mentioned that your pain is against immigrant Muslims of immigrant origin, then these people have problem, Assamese speaking people have problem with Hindus of immigrant origin, and Citizenship Amendment Act wants to provide citizenship to those. So don't you think that is also a threat?
So that according to us they are not threat, because they are from my what they believe, we also believe the same thing. So according to me, there are no mass cultural distinction. They are not aggressive, and they are not after living space of Assamese community. If you look at the history, that community neither pose any threat to us or to our identity, or rather in many situations because of them or because of their support, many Hindu speaking Assamese are living in this 12 district in a more confident manner, because number of Hindus are more, because they count them also. So these are mixed feeling in people who are living in Upper Assam, where this threat is not there. So they consider both the community as a threat. But when you go to Dhubri, Nagaon, Morigaon, the situation changes. These are agonies of Assam. These are we do not know how to react to a particular situation, because we are also divided among ourselves, because somewhere that threat is not there, somewhere that threat is very large. So perception will be different. On CA, my strong view is that we should support CA. But equally there will be people who will say no, we will not support CA. For us, both of these are enemy. So you have to respect both views, and you have to manage the contradiction.
Do you think in the elections you could manage that contradiction?
Yes, because
did you suffer any loss
because people, unlike national media, people in Assam are not talking about CA, because people in Assam recognize that this issue will divide us. This issue will divide between you and me. This is a divisive issue. If you bring CA, then we will be weakened. Ajmal will be benefited. So society may discuss CA again, but after election, because people do not want that. We should not. Now Congress is trying to actually, in a way, they are trying to raising issue of CA to divert attention from Ajmal, right? And people of Assam are politically conscious that our primary concern is Ajmal. Regarding CA, we can later on also discuss and we will debate. So I will not say that everybody has started CA, supporting CA. That issue is there. But people has consciously decided that we will not allow Congress to exploit this situation, because for us Ajmal is a bigger enemy.
Dr. Sarma, you have also said that as we saw during the CA agitation, two political parties were born out of this CA agitation. But you said that these parties were created with a plan so that these parties can help BJP in dividing anti-CA votes.
No, there is a 2 to 3 things you must understand.
But was this a plan?
No, first of all, when this two party was created on CA, I was aware that they will end up helping BJP, because those Assamese people who are opposed to CA and very much opposed to CA, they would have voted for Congress. But Congress is again an enemy for every Assamese people. So when there is an option, they will not vote for Congress, they will vote for AJP or somebody. But in a situation where there is no option, they will vote for Congress, because they still consider between Congress and BJP, this election BJP is a primary opponent. So now on this, I told in a TV interview before that, look Mr. Akhil Gogoi, look Mr. Lurin Gogoi, if you want to attack BJP or weaken BJP, then don't fight, because your very presence will help us, and later on you will be criticized that you have taken money or fund from the BJP. That I have told them clearly before election in an interview. But even after my warning, they have decided that no, they will form the political party. Now, as I understand Assam politics, their presence has helped BJP. Now, they have to answer this question. But I have warned them.
Not only these two parties, it is also believed and many discuss that Dr. Sarma has his own candidate in every party, and he has his moles in every party, and he actually manipulates the election process.
It is not moles. I was in Congress for 22 years. So the Congress ecosystem is known to me. I was in ASU. So all these parties ecosystem is known to me. We have friends, we have family friends, so we discuss politics, and we also agree to differ on certain issue. On some day when people feel suffocated in Congress, they come to me, they say that I want to join BJP. I said yes, come and join. So because I am deeply involved in politics for last 22 years, definitely I have friends in every political party, but saying them they are moles, then it is very difficult, because the top leadership is my friend. And how can a top leader who is a captain of the other group can be a mole? So these are known relations. Everybody in Assam knows that they have a relationship.
Now, the poaching that happens usually post polls. Yesterday we saw you have started it even before the poll process, because a BPF candidate, he has said that he is not going to contest. Now he cannot sit back, but he will support his opposite party.
No, there is again that candidate, he came to me, he said that Dada, on 3rd Tamulpur, Prime Minister is coming. So I do not want to contest an election where Modi is campaigning against me, because I like Modi ji. And he said that I don't want to contest, I want to sit in the stage with the Modi ji. I told him that look, that decision I cannot take in, but yes, you can join BJP if you so desire. I think today he joined BJP.
And was he sitting with Modi ji?
That decision the party has to take, because he is still officially a candidate of the so-called Mahajot. Because he can retire, but his names will be there in the ballot. And Prime Minister office is August office, so that decision has to be taken by the party.
Before I go into your campaign process, BJP has also announced that they want to do a new NRC, and NRC is a big issue here. Why is it so?
No, I think my party has no. My party has.
Many, before you answer, many say that because in that NRC there are a large number of the people of that 1.9 million, they were Hindus, and that's why you want
that 5 5 lakhs people are Hindu, and that is why we want CA to give them Indian citizenship. So what is there to hide?
And now you want a new NRC
New
also?
NRC is because during the NRC process, rather post NRC, we have seen many anomalies. Our NRC coordinator has given a detailed affidavit in High Court, and the position of Assam government is not for a new NRC. The position is that we should be allowed to take a revision of at least 20% of the people whose name in the NRC in the border district and 10% in the other district. If that revision, which should be conducted under the supervision of Supreme Court of India, do not throw any anomalies, then we should accept it. But if it throws large scale anomaly, repeat large scale anomalies, then Supreme Court should take a view whether they will order for a re-NRC or they will give us some other direction. All these appeals are now before the Honorable Supreme Court, and they have to take a call. This is our views.
Now coming to your campaign part. Today I was traveling with you and I have seen several videos of you. These days people come to you, they want to touch you, they want to meet you, they want to talk to you, and also they tell you that you are an incarnation of God. And you were showing me your injuries, the scratch marks on your body. Why is that happening? Means the kind of reception that you got at every place, it was, I have in my career as a journalist, I have seen that happening only to Shah Rukh Khan. What is this
Basically,
affection?
I am sure that during the COVID period, the way my team has worked for the people and the way we have managed COVID situation in Assam, which even Pradhan Mantri ji has also acknowledged. I think definitely that 1 year is in a way took me to a different level among the people. But look, in politics these are very temporary. Today the people who are showing me so much love and affection, for tomorrow for a wrong decision the same people will criticize me. So I think these are very temporary phenomena. I will be happy if after my death people give me that respect. During the lifetime these are process, you will be up, you will see your ups, you will see your downs. So I think these will continue.
How do you take these things? Now everyone calls you Mama. You were Dada, now you have become Mama. And then I see a lot of memes on social media on you. Some are affectionate memes, some are critical. How do you deal with these things?
First of all, I have not seen enough memes because I thought that...
You want more memes?
Yeah, because no, I have not seen enough memes, I have not seen it myself.
Okay.
Primarily after voting is over, what you will do for a month? So you will see all these things after the election. So I have asked my office to store all these things. Second, these are creativity. So whether like a TV news, like a journalist, sometimes they will show a praise on you, sometimes they will criticize you. Like the people who create memes, they will be sometime do positive, sometimes they will do negative. We should not, very much concerned about something when it about your negative things. You should see it, you should think it, and if there is really a point where you need to be corrected yourself, I think you should correct it.
And where did this dancing come from? Now you dance in every rally.
Actually,
and before you answer this question, Badruddin Ajmal has criticized you in an interview with India Today magazine. He said that you must not dance because you have flab on your waist. It doesn't look good. Point one. Point two, he has said that he just goes out and does exercise because nowadays he doesn't get time to do exercise.
First of all, one thing that these are all method of communications, right? So in my political speech or in my political communication, like what Badruddin Ajmal does, His method of communication is that he purify water and he distributed it to the people. So whether these are actually blessed by God or no, nobody knows, but that is his method. My method is that you establish a instant rapport with the people. Dance, singing, mixing with the people, goes right at the middle of the people. If there is a 10,000 people, you go and just go to the center of that crowd, start mixing with the people. These are means of political communication. Every individual has their own means of communication with the people. In my way, my communication is accepted, or it is creating or giving me dividend. That is why Ajmal and other people are worried that look, by this he is becoming more popular. So he is advising through India Today not to do that. So if he would have been in alliance with us, I would have listened to him. But any advice come from enemy camp, you should not listen.
But he says he is your best friend.
Yeah, he might be. He might be. That is a different thing.
And
but
you have mentioned earlier that he wants you to become the chief minister.
Even Arjun continued to accept Dronacharya as his guru during the Mahabharata. But that doesn't mean that they will have underhand dealing.
I'm sure you are not meaning he is your guru.
No, that doesn't mean he is underhand dealing.
Yeah.
So today, Ajmal and I, in a personal relationship, I have a good relationship. He was suffered for COVID. I call him at least 4 or 5 times. I tweet wishing his recovery. So these are in a different field. In politics, you will not do politics beyond. You have to respect your personal relationship. You cannot do something that no, you are just enemy on the war front. You are not India and Pakistan. But as far as Badruddin Ajmal is concerned, it is not that individual. It is that culture. It is that communal elements. We are against that. If tomorrow, suppose Ajmal is not there, Ajmal suddenly declared that from today I have retired from politics. That doesn't mean that our struggle will end. We will create a new Ajmal out of them, and we have to keep on fighting.
I can interpret that as you will create a new Ajmal to again polarize or benefit your politics.
I am not saying as a BJP. Assamese community has to live in that manner. Assamese community has to live in that manner.
Always remain fearful.
You have to keep on fighting, otherwise they will finish us. So I will encourage my child also to fight with the so-called these people. Because if you don't fight academically, if you don't fight educationally, if you don't fight on the land front, if you do not fight on the cultural front, they will finish us. After 20 years, you will not get a sample of Assamese people. So you have to keep on fighting. And this fight is not about that individual Badruddin Ajmal. I have not able to explain to any national media. They keep on asking me question on Ajmal and Ajmal. I said, bhai, Ajmal is my friend. He will be the happiest man if tomorrow I will become someone in Assam. So this is not fight between Ajmal and Himanta. This is a fight between the Assamese and the migrated Muslim community from Bangladesh, which was started in 1935, and this fight will be carried on and on till somewhere things are stabilized.
Now,
absolutely no issue with that individual Ajmal. I will call him, I will say, आप कल से मत चुनाव लड़ो, वो नहीं लड़ेगा. But I cannot control the 35, 32, 30% people. There is a source, there is a ideology, there is a design which Zulfikar Ali Bhutto has said in the Pakistan post-independent. He has said that no, this is a unfinished agenda. So these are all historically documented fact. So this is, if you come and say, Bhai Ajmal or Himanta lar raha hai, this is not that. I have failed to explain it to the national media. They see everything in the context of BJP. They see everything in the context of polarization. You should read the speech of Zulfikar Bhutto. You should read the speech of Sir Sadullah. You should read the speech of Bhasani, Maulana Bhasani. These are all historical documented fact, and my next books will come on that.
So you are saying you represent the Assamese interest. You are the symbol of Assamese interest.
Himanta is not.
Is the
Today,
symbol of immigrant Muslims.
Today, during the agitation, Assam Gan Parishad and ASU represent that sentiment. Today, BJP is representing that sentiment. Prior to 1972, it was Congress who was representing that sentiment. Today, if BJP will not represent this sentiment, somebody else will come and represent that sentiment. And on the Ajmal front also, it was Sadullah, then Osmani, then Ajmal. If tomorrow Ajmal goes away from politics, somebody else will take over. This civilizational conflict between the Assamese and the migrated Muslim community is there since 1935, and it will continue till population and other thing is stabilized, and both the party decided to call a ceasefire on a given understanding.
You mentioned Ajmal is your friend, and as a professional, as a professional journalist tracking Assam and you, I have noticed and I have known that you are friends with almost every political leader in the state, which I have mentioned earlier also, except probably you do not have the same rapport. For instance, you have a very good rapport with Devbrat Saikia, Hiteshwar Saikia's son, former CM. With Ripun Bora also you have a very good equation. With someone like Raqibul Hussain you have a very good equation. But I do not think you have a very good equation with Tarun Gogoi's son Gaurav Gogoi.
My son will have good relationship with him. I had a relationship with his father.
Or is it because he was the reason behind your exit from Congress?
First of all, I do not think that at the age of 52 or after doing 20 years of politics, now I have to establish relationship with some kids. So if they need some advice, they will come to me. I will make friends with the people who are in my age, or I will go to advice for somebody who is above or who is senior to me. So definitely my son, and I actively encourage my son to meet Gogoi's son or learn something from him. So it is, I cannot be friend with him because you know that he is 15-20 years will be junior to me.
If I am not wrong, you haven't gone to your constituency till today. But when you filed the nomination, I saw news of people coming with you. I don't know the exact number. Some people say it's 80,000, some say it's up to 2 lakhs. But what was that? Was that a show of strength, or was it an indication that you are the most popular leader in
Actually,
Assam?
CM called me 4-5 days before my nomination, saying that Himanta, your nomination has to be grand. Mr. Sonowal called me, and Mr. Sonowal advised me that your nomination will be in Guwahati, so your nomination has to be grand, so that vibration goes around the state. So I have put a Facebook and Twitter appeal that look, I am going to submit my nomination. Normally 20,000 people comes every day or every time I files nomination, but this time I do not know, the entire city in a way come from my nomination. I do not know this is for my appeal or for a different love and affection, because post COVID definitely people has lot of affection for me. So definitely they have come to bless me. Like earlier in my constituency, Congress was very active. Whether they get vote or not, they used to campaign. So this time even known Congress people has said that we will vote for you this time. So they have asked Congress candidate not to come to Jalukbari because they said that Himanta has done so much thing for us during COVID. We want to give him back something.
Conspiracy theorists do not believe that it was actually suggested.
But why I will tell his name in so much openly. So I would have given it quietly, but DC, it is Mr. Sonowal who advised me to make it a grand.
Because as I said,
that is why many people do not know our relationship.
Yes, in public discourse and in public for last 5 years, as a journalist tracking Assam, I have seen you have shown a great equation between the two. We haven't seen any kind of confrontation, but at the same time, the theory is that because you want to become the Chief Minister of Assam, that's why this time BJP has announced a Chief Ministerial candidate.
But do you believe tracking? You are a national, you are a journalist covering national news. Do you believe that Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah will take decision for a single individual unless they have some other information with them, or they have a reason to take this decision that they will not announce any Chief Ministerial candidate? So these things, this question I will not be able to answer because this decision was taken by the parliamentary board on their wisdom. Neither they have consulted with us, neither they had discussed with us.
You had earlier said that you would not contest, then your party said that you should contest, so you have agreed to contest. Now my question is very specific, and you have taken up this on you that you would ensure that the party wins handsomely, not just marginally. 100 plus seats you have promised. Now tell me very frankly, will we see Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma as a minister in Assam cabinet in 2021? I am just asking as a minister in Assam cabinet.
First of all, if I answer this question, then lot of follow-up questions will come. This is not the time to answer all these questions. Parliamentary board has said that we are going to take decision on the leadership of Assam. Then forming ministry is again become a prerogative of that leader. So we should not enter into an area which will actually create confusion in the public before voting in the third phase. So as a matured people, as experienced people, we should not give journalists a issue to keep on harping before the final phase of polling.
But do you assure that you will agree with or accept any decision taken by the parliamentary board?
First of all, in BJP, you have to accept, being it is a most disciplined party. So whether I said I will not agree, I will agree, this discretion is not with me. Whatever parliamentary board will decide, everyone has to accept that because that is the discipline of this party. Now, what decision parliamentary board will take, we should not speculate.
There is also this conspiracy theory that a lot of your close confidants, they have got tickets, and it is a process that after the elections, once they come back winning, suppose BJP wins, and they will demand that you become the chief minister.
So this is, if somebody has followed me up or somebody has seen me very closely, then they will not say this thing, because I will never take any position because of some of my supporters. That is not the way people do politics. These are called divisive politics. These people deserve to be MLA, they will be MLA. So they are getting nomination for some qualification. But if you say that we have given ticket to ABC for post-election lobbying, I think then many people has not understand what I am. I have fought my politics alone. I do not, even in my trouble time, I have first asked the people close to me not to come to my home. because this is not the way. You cannot link your fate with others. Your destiny is your destiny, and you will not plot things. It will not give you any dividends. Only things you can plot that do maximum hard work. Give 100% to the party, so that party recognize you in some manner. That is the things you can do. That is the maximum conspiracy you can do. That give blood, sweat, everything, whatever you can give it to the party. That is the, if you say I have done conspiracy, that is the conspiracy I have done. That last 6, 7, 1 year, I have tried to give my blood, sweat, whatever is available to the people and to the party.
I have two more questions. One comes from today's rally. You kept talking about giving bikes to the young boys, and then you said that you cannot take, you didn't name it, you said bostu, which in Assamese, if I translate it into English, it will be object, which many people will take objection
you
to.
should
Let me finish the question. And then you said that what you meant literally is that I do not want to be scolded by your parents that I am giving you bullets and bikes, because you will take around your girlfriend and would not focus on studies.
First of all,
are you trying to be a moral police?
No. First of all, you have not understood my speeches. In BJP's manifesto, nowhere we have said that we will going to give motorbikes to the boys. These are only means of engaging people. When people are saying bullet, almost all the people who are there in out of college. So BJP has only promised that those who has got first division in the matriculation, or sorry, higher secondary, they are going to get scooty, and that reward will continue up to university stream.
Boys and girls both?
No, only for the girls. We have promised only for the girls. All these are friction of communication. This is, you can tell that my style of communication. अभी आप वो लड़का लोग को पूछो क्या हिमंत बुलेट देगा, बोले नहीं देगा, कहाँ देगा, वो तो हम लोग मजाक किया. These are, if you are taking it seriously, then I don't know what you have understood. Because the bullet, the people who are saying there, even a class 8 boy, 7 boy was also shouting their bullet. So these are called vibration, and the same boys will come and say that don't give bullet, huh? So these are.
But some may raise this question. You are promising bikes.
Nobody.
Someone can take it literally.
Nobody, because people knows who am I, what I have said. I said that if I give you bullet, you have to take only your mothers and sister behind you. Because you have to go to the class, you cannot take your girlfriend till you get a job or till you get established somewhere. So these are common advices every parents give. भाई तुमको affair करना है, कुछ बन के करो. So how can that be moral police? But if somebody still does it, you bless them. भाई आगे करो, पढ़ाई मत छोड़ो, बाकी जो भी करना है करो.
No forcing. Just
these are part of your communication. People take you as a mama, so you have to give you some advice to your bhagins. Kaji, I mean, we say niece or nephews, niece or nephews. So keep on advising. These are your communication skills. This is the way you give lot of energy to the crowd. But on girls, scooty, we are specific. We said that those who will get first division, or those who are getting a certain ranks in the university and degree examination, they will get scooty. This is part of our election manifesto. We have already distributed 32,000 scooty.
At the same time, you also try to become, or maybe that is in you, a social reformer kind of person. For instance, I heard you saying that when you get a job, please do take care of your parents, and you have made a law also that if they do not take care,
my entire speech, if you look at my speech, I don't talk about Ajmal and all. My speech is basically on the 4-5 pillars, because you will not get that crowd once again. once election is over. So I give a strong message to the people that you need to be educated yourself. Go to the college, go to the school. These are your things which government will take care of, but you have to study. Second, government will give you opportunity for job, but you have to take care of your parents. That is the second advice I give. Third advice I strongly give for the girls that look, you marry at the age of 24-25, because in Assam we are suffering for that. That do not marry till you complete your education. Fourth, I encourage lot of women to take up activity like self-help group, but also get involved with the namghars in the spiritual activities. So if you decode my speech, the speech is nothing against Congress, nothing against anyone. My speech is about my society and my people. I do not name Rahul Gandhi, I do not name Priyanka Gandhi, I do not name Ripun Bora, I do not name Debabrata Soikia, I do not name any political leader in my speech except a passing reference on Ajmal on the issue of family planning, not on the other thing which I give interview in the national media. Because media keep on asking, I give on replying why we have a issue. But in my speech, I do not focus, because I want to, because for the Assamese identity we are there to take care of. For the common people, because in the public they are both Hindu and Muslim, you do not go and speak on these issues, because then there may be a conflict. The conflict will be at a different level, not at the common people level, because then they may fight, they may come into physical fighting also if they got emotionally upset. So my speech is completely for both the community, education, health, women empowerment.
I have seen three Himanta Biswa Sarma. One is the politician Himanta Biswa Sarma, who can be very nasty also at times when it comes to keeping his party in power. He can poach MLAs from other parties. He can, as I saw you whole day, you were talking with political leaders of all parties, not just BJP, and you were manipulating, planning. The other Himanta Biswa Sarma is who delivers, who has been a very good health minister, who has been a very good education minister, who led the state from the front when the COVID crisis hit the state, and we saw you wearing PPE kits and going into the wards and traveling all across Assam, and eventually becoming the mama of the state. People were penning emotional poems on you. And the third Himanta Biswa Sarma, I don't know how many have seen that. Means I had the privilege of seeing you as a spiritual part of it. I have seen you going to temple, sitting on the floor and spending hours just thinking about the source of energy and the spiritual part of life, and how you must lead. And we see that reflection in your speeches at times. So from this nasty Himanta Biswa Sarma to the spiritual Himanta Biswa Sarma, who is very careful about taking care of elderly, and there is a very compassionate side. And I have seen you going to your enemy camp when they are in trouble. The latest we saw with Tarun Gogoi also, and with Badruddin Ajmal also we saw, and we have seen that those things happening in Tripura also. How do you balance that, this impression of ruthless Himanta Biswa Sarma when it comes to power politics, and then that spiritual Himanta Biswa Sarma, and then that the administrator Himanta Biswa Sarma? How do you balance these three different images?
First of all, that it is, you have to deliver on a election, because that is your duty, that is your dharma, to work for your party and what you believe in true. That here is a truth. But all the time you should not think about politics. And with the ages you have to elevate, you have to go to a different level. As I told you right now, earlier 10 years back my speech was all against my opponent. I used to criticize them, I used to take on them on the floor. But since 2016, I rarely criticize any of my opponent in any public speech. I do it in a different way. I mold it so that nobody gets hurt. I do it in a different way. But when it comes that no, this is a break or this is a situation, you have to do this, otherwise you will go down, then you have to fight back. Normally, I keep quiet. I spend time with my family. I go to temple. I study books. But when, of course, in my office, when I sit in the minister's chair, I don't want to bring that things which may be a discriminatory. When this public case come, we gave them the best possible treatment. Many people criticize me that why you are taking so much care of public people. But as a health minister, I cannot discriminate. But when it comes to politics, it is my duty to preserve my culture, to preserve my land. If I don't do it, my future generation will ask me question. So I try to do everything which I can answer to the God.
You said that you want the people of Assam to respect after your death. You have a long life. We are not wishing you that, definitely. But how do you like to be remembered?
No, I think people of Assam, we have built so many institutions in Assam. We have done so much good work in Assam. So what I have told you, that I do not wish that they should respect me after my death or we leave this world. But what I said, that during the lifetime, someday people will praise you, someday people will criticize you. What is permanent? The permanent, I believe, when you go to your final journey, how many people are actually accompanying you? If you are a politician, lakhs of people are accompanying you, and in that procession people are talking good about you. That means you have done something to the society. And people are going with your final ride, but people are criticizing you even on that procession. That means you have lost your life. So I would like to leave something for my children. Then when I will go to my final rites, let everybody talks good about me, even that Ajmal, the Ajmal of that period. Because we have done so many things. In that during election, I might be engaging in a debate with him. But we are creating college, we are creating institution, we are giving minority scholarship. So many things we are doing. That is why I have said confidently that I will win election from there also. So I want to do something which will make my children proud once we left this world. But at the same time, these are life. So you do not know what destiny is there, how destiny has created plan for you. But as of now, I am a contented man. I want that BJP should win this election, and BJP should keep on winning elections in Assam even after me. As long as they carry out the struggle or carry out the battle initiated by Lokpriya Gopinath Bodoland. And if they say that no, now we are with Ajmal, then no, then somebody else will emerge. Because this battle will continue till our living space is defined, till the number of population on both sides is defined, till Assamese people are guaranteed about their culture, about their history, about their living space. If you keep on producing 14, 15 children, push us into minority or push us into from certain district, we have to look for some safeguard, because we cannot compete on producing children. So we have to look for some constitutional safeguards. We have to look for some more different means, different tools. So this battle will continue. you have no options.
Dr. Sarma, thank you so
But
much.
once again, I will clearly mention you, this battle is not about that Ajmal whom you have just now interviewed. He is nothing. वो तो मैं बोलता हूँ ठीक हो गया भाई, कल से रिटायरमेंट ले लो भाई, कितना राजनीति करते हो. I think he will listen to me.
And not to Rahul Gandhi.
Not to Rahul Gandhi. If I call Badruddin Ajmal कि बद्रू भाई बहुत हो गया भाई, अभी आपका शरीर में तनाव है, रेस्ट ले लो, चला जाओ, इतना पैसा है साथ में. He will retire and I can take that with guarantee कि वो नहीं होगा, कि मेरा बात नहीं मानेगा, आपको बोलेगा भाई बोला है मानना पड़ेगा. But then new Ajmal will emerge, new BJP will emerge. We have to keep on fighting with that. This is an ideological battle. This is not an individual battle. This is a battle for living space. This is a battle for culture. This is a battle for language. This is not a battle between two individuals. This you have to understand, and this has nothing to do with the present political scenario. This is something which you have to study Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's statement, you have to study Vasani, you have to study Sir Sadullah, so many things.
I am again tempted to ask this last question because you said even Ajmal is your friend. You means everybody is your friend. Why not Rahul Gandhi?
Rahul is also friend, but he is arrogant. I mean, if I given an opportunity to talk to Rahul again in some point of my life, what I'll tell to him, look, at 52, we have learned so many things. Brother, why you are not growing? How can you eternally be youth? If some designer asks you to wear jeans, you cannot remain youth like that. You are also at 52. So you have to grow. So if you fix up an appointment with me again.
No, what do you mean by grow? He looks young. What is the
problem? He is
problem?
not growing. Somebody has said that you have to be an eternal youth. You cannot.
But what's the harm in looking good?
No, he can be looking good, but his thinking has to be grow.
Growing
means I am not saying that he should not wear fancy dresses or something. These are personal things. I said by wearing jeans, you cannot stop your mental growth. Merely because you are healthy, you are wearing a jeans, your brain is not of 40 years. Your thinking process cannot be static at 40. You have become 52 or 50. So you have to grow. Rahul is not growing. That is the biggest problem. I think this might be the biggest concern of Mrs. Gandhi also. He is not growing. He is still staying nafrat karta hai, nafrat hai. All these stereotype of things he is keep on saying for last 10 years. He is absolutely not growing. I have seen a static person in entire country. Every other people has grown, whether it is a Scindia, Surjewala, Sachin Pilot, wherever of our ages. I mean, if you currently contemporary with whom we did Congress at our 35, 30. So everybody has grown except Rahul Gandhi.
And his sister, you seem to have a good equation with her.
No, I had. I mean, everybody has grown.
Including his sister Priyanka Gandhi.
Everybody. I will say that I do not want to talk to a lady because I am not talking to her and I don't want to bring anyone. I will say that all our contemporary, because Priyanka was not in politics when I was in Congress. Yes. So all the contemporary of Rahul has grown over the years. They have gone, they have occupied position, they have contributed to the society. Their thinking process has changed. But Rahul is continuing to be youth at 40, not from the physical point of view. He thinks like that, he is behaving like that, he still act like that. I don't know if this is the advice he is getting from some consultant. But I will say, come on Rahul, you have grown. Now you are at 52, you have to change. Every time journalist has to say, no, this time Rahul has changed. All the loyal journalists goes and created a buzz Then this time Rahul has said, once election is over, you suddenly discover, what to he is the same guy. So, if you fix up my appointment with him, I will seriously give him advice to grow up.
Dr. Sarma, thank you so much for your time and this candid interview. You answered a lot of questions. Of course, you evaded some, but it was wonderful having the conversation with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.